start with Java tutorial. So before start with the Java, first we have to understand what is the programming language and why we are learning this particular programming language. Like we are talking in English with each other, or we are communicating with any other language. So those are the language we are used to perform a particular programming. That using those language, we are able to communicate with the system. So those particular programming language will be the medium to communicate a particular user with a particular system. Okay, so we are having n number of programming language right now, like C, C++, Java, Python, Perl, R, and many more. So why we are learning this Java? Now, before the Java, we have some programming language like C, C++. So if I take an example of C, C is a modular language where a particular program is written in a module. After that, we will come up with the C++, where we have a new concept called object-oriented programming language. And Java is also in the same using the same principle of object-oriented programming. Okay, so a Java is developed by James in 1995. What are the different places where we are using Java, like web development, mobile application, okay, and many other platforms like in a UI. And mostly in UI based application, we perform Java. Okay, now those are some features of Java. Okay, and those are the steps from how we can install the Java, and this is the link. Okay. After that, we have JVM, JRE, and GDK. Now, what are those are the different terms. So first we start with JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit. It is like a kit where everything will be written or everything will be done inside that kit itself. If you write a particular program, all the functionality which is performed will be stored in the JDK, as the name suggests, Java Development Kit. Okay. The second is Java Virtual Machine, JVM. Java Virtual Machine means when you write a particular program, it will be perform a virtual machine for you. Like Java is not a platform dependent, it is platform independent. So we will perform the Java operation in any system. We simply want a Java driver or a Java kit and a compiler. So what this compiler will do? Compiler is just a translator. If I take an example like I know Hindi and English and I want to communicate with a person who knows Japanese. So and he didn't know English. So how I am able to communicate with that person? At the point of time, I need a translator to translate the particular language to a Japanese, and what this particular person told to me, the particular word will be translated in English and tell it to me. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I am listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go.
Okay. So after that, now the same thing in Java, we have a compiler. What this compiler will do? Compiler will change the high level language or a language which is written by us. Like this is a language. This is just type like a English language or some type of words we are using. But our system didn't understood those particular language. He only understood a binary code like 0 and 1. So we have to convert the particular program in a binary code. so that a system will understood what we are saying. So this particular thing has to be done by the compiler. Compiler will convert the high level language to a machine code so that a system will sorry, system will understood that what the program and how we can work. Now, after that, we have this is the basic program. So as Java is every program is written in a particular classes. Like if I take an example of C or C++, here we are using functions. Inside a function, we insert an entire program. But in Java, we make up classes. So what is the class and what is the function? If I tell you what is function, function is like a module. If I am having 100 line of code, so I am not able to write the 100 line of code at one, or it is very difficult for me to manage those 100 lines. So I will break that particular program in some modules, like 4 different module, and each module having 25 lines. So at C and C++, we are using functions. So we are using some particular function to start a program. So there we are having an inbuilt function called main function. By using that main function, a compiler will first go in a main function and execute that main function first. After that, they will execute other functions. In the same way, in Java also, we will perform the same type of task using the classes. Now, what is this class? Means, now, class is like, we can say it is a template. It is an inbuilt template where we will decide which type of data will be stored. It is like a blueprint. Class is like a blueprint, and using that blueprint, we are making an object of that class. Okay. By using that particular object of that class, we will execute all the thing which is stored in or which is inserted in that particular we can say module, or we can say a particular blueprint of class. So in Java, we are mostly use class and object. Now, what is this package? Package means what are the different files which is useful to perform a particular program. We will insert that particular all the files of Java. Okay. Then we have public, class, and class name. Then public static void main. It is a function. It is like a main function that the particular program will execute from this function itself. So like we in C or C++, we have a main function. The same work is done by this particular function, public static void. And these are the parameters. String and arg is the parameter of that particular main function. Parameter means some input by the user. It will be null or it will be something else. It depends on the particular program. Okay, then we will write system.out.println. Then what is this? This is like a print, printing something on a output screen using this particular syntax or this particular object or this particular, we can say, inbuilt function. Okay, using this system.out.println, it is predefined. Like we cannot change, like s is capital here, so we cannot write as small. It will be predefined to write in this way itself. System where s is capital, then dot out dot println. So inside a bracket, what is written here will be displayed. Okay. Now we have comments. What is this comments called? So comment is like a very important terms which is used in program. Like comments are like a compiler will ignore this comment, but for a developer it is very useful because it is making a particular program and write a particular program in a systematic way. And make a comment means what you are doing on a particular place or a particular point of time. You will make a comment like you are using this particular function. You complete the function here. Like that, you will make a documentation. Like I will give an example, like you are working on a particular software company and your task is to write a program of 2000 lines. Okay. By some circumstance, you left the company by completing only 1000 lines. Okay. Okay. Now, what will happen? Your work will be done by another person that you left. So what will happen? The other person who come in your place, first they have to analyze those 1000 lines, what you written. So if you didn't give him a particular proper guideline or particular frame or particular comments on a particular program, it is very difficult for them to understood what you are writing. So comments are like giving you the indication what is written here and what is the use of this particular line. Okay, comments are of two types. First is single line comment, the second is multi-line comments. So single line comments is the thing which is written in a one line. Multi-line comments, like if you want to write a para or you have to define a particular thing in more than a line. So you are using that multi-line comments. Okay. And comments will be ignored by the compiler. Compiler will just ignore those comments. It will not execute the comments. Now, if I write using this particular program, what is? There is some packages after that. Public class detail. This is the class name detail. Then public static void main. I call the void main function. Then I will write a comment. This is a single line comment, or this is the first program. This is the first program, and I will write system.out.println and hello world. Hello world will be printed. Output will be displayed. But this comment will be ignored by the system. Okay. So after that, we have multi-line comments. Multi-line comments are written inside the bracket, those symbols. Okay. Now, in the particular program, we have public static void main. After that, we are writing a particular multi-line comment in multiple lines. Inside a particular line, what we are writing, everything will be ignored by the compiler. Okay, just we get the output only. We will just compiler will just ignore those all the lines. Okay. Now we start with the Java data types. What is this data type in Java? So there are two type of data type. First is primitive and second is non-primitive data type. So primitive data type are the data type which is predefined. That is defined by the developer who developed the Java. Those particular data type will be defined by them. Okay. After that, we have non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type are the data type which is defined by the user who write the program in the early stage after according to their requirement, and they will change the name convention also. Okay. The primitive data type are like Boolean, we have character, we have integer, we have numeric. Okay, numeric, we have two type of data type. First is integer, Integer means the number which is not having the point value or a fractional value. Like the whole number we are having, like -5, 4, 9, 8, anything. Floating point number are the number which is having point, like 4.9, 3.7, 5.3. These are the number which is having a fractional value. Non-primitive data type string. We have array. String is a collection of character. Like my name, Sandeep. It is a collection of character. So it is a string. Array. Array means we can say array is a data type which stores the same type of value. Like array of size 10. So a particular array will store 10 different value of same data type. Then we have class. Then we have inheritance. Okay. After that. Now, we will learn how many byte of memory they will hold. Like Boolean only hold 1 bit. Means Boolean value. Boolean value means a value which is 0 or 1. It is true or false. Only 2 values will be hold. Second is character. Character will hold 2 byte. Means 1 byte is equals to 8 bit. So 16 bit of memory will be hold. Okay. Then we have sort. Sort also hold 2 byte. After that we have integer. Int. Int will hold 4 byte of data. And the range of integer is from this to this. Minus 2146,483,648. The highest value they will hold is this. In minus, and the positive value will be this. Okay. Then we have long, then float, then double. Okay. Float and double hold the decimal value, but the size of double is double as of float. If float will hold around 4 byte of data, double will hold 8 byte of data. Okay. After that, we have Java variable.